The wait is over, Supra fans. Welcome to the new 2021 GR Supra. Guess what we're driving today? Doing some photo work and gonna take out the 2021 Supra GR today. Welcome back. This is happening. First drive in the 2021 Supra GR, or I'm not sure if you call it GR Supra. But first things first, the fit. Man, then just close the windows. The seat is very similar actually to the GT86, but the bolsters sit a little bit lower on my ribcage, and they have an adjustable air, so you can actually let some of that out, because I know that a lot of people say the 86 seats are a little tight. So great fit. Steering wheel has a manual adjustment, which is, I mean, here and there, but I thought it might be electric. And otherwise, steering wheel feels about the same size as the 86. I would actually measure it. Same thickness, nice smooth. It's all leather, of course. And today what's happening is, this is the first 2021 Supra, like I said. I'm out here at High River Toyota, and what we're doing is a photo shoot out at the local airport with one of their great clients who has a really cool retro 44 Gullwing airplane. And so gonna go check out the hangar and go do some shots with the car. Check this out, go for a test drive. Here we go, switching to the head cam. Going hands-free today. Yeah, this car has some power. The acceleration is pretty awesome. Feels super linear, very progressive. Man, very smooth. I expected a rougher ride. Of course, I've got Tane's coilovers on race setting that I drive all the time, so nice and smooth. But let's get this out for the photo shoot, and then we'll get a proper drive in. First things first, the paddle shift is super quick. There's that second where you can think, did I shift? Red line is a little bit lower than where my car is, but it's about 65. I'll take a picture of it after. There's an orange zone. Red line's at 7. But snappy shifts. I'm in sport mode, of course. And like I said, the seats are fantastic. I would love these seats in my car. Pulling up in the airport. Funny thing with the shifter, if you knock it up by accident, it'll actually shift you into neutral. Better remember that that's not the shifter. It does have the manual mode that you move to one side, and you can do up and down. But of course the paddles are just right there, so it's super smooth. Now we're gonna go check out this old airplane. I think it's gonna be pretty sick. All right, Craig. Oh, is this yours, the first one right here? Oh, nice. Oh, what a plane. So for you photography fans, here's the first look of the Supra at the hangar near the runway, and didn't know which way the hangar faced, but of course, straight east, bright sun, and not the best position. So sometimes you got to think on your feet, and we decided to use the hangar and move the car right inside. Now here's a shot from the video, one shot from the sun outside, and then we move it in quick for this deep, rich color. So even inside the hangar, I kept on a polarized filter because there's so much sunlight coming in, and you can really see how it brings out the satin finish on the matte paint protection film. And so typo on the edit. There's my one glitch for the shoot.
You say when? Okay.
So here I am helping Soren push the Stinson out of the hangar. Of course, there's no forward gear, and you don't want to do a startup inside the hangar. And wait till you hear the noise of this engine. Amazing. So what's happening here is, of course, the Supra's still in the hangar. So I'm pulling it out to get it in position on the runway before the takeoff. And so I had a quick conversation with Soren to say, where do you want the car? And he said to me, well, where do you want the plane? And so my reply was, well, how about I park the car on the runway and I get as close as I can to you taking off? And you can see what happened next. So here's the photographer's life. If you caught it quickly in the mirror, you can see me wearing a GoPro on a head strap, and that's this footage. Now here I've got the DSLR set up on the tripod for the perfect shot, just as still as you can be. Took a couple of stills and setting up for the start of the Stinson.
Yeah,
with a
I'm
running
ready.
Video. So you'll see here I'm rattling through a bunch of buttons and shutters. The tip is really have all of your settings set up for your stills. So I'm using a shutter speed priority, as well as for your video, which I have on manual mode. And it's all ready to go, so I can flip back and forth to video still without any delay.
Listen to that noise.
Now here, of course, is a shot we used from the DSLR on the tripod. Crop the top and bottom to make it more cinematic. And you can tell, of course, there's no substitute for a camera sitting still. Amazing. So back on the GoPro, driving over to the runway. And of course, the GoPro doesn't get great film quality for these videos, but the sound that I used in the actual video was actually from the GoPro because it gets amazing sound. So here I'm positioning the Supra on the runway. Wasn't ideal. It wasn't sitting perfectly level, but I was literally sitting on the edge of the runway where he's taking off. So that's about as close as I could get. And here I'm setting up some gear. I've got the iPhone 11 Pro Max set up on a gimbal, on DJI gimbal, and my DSLR, so taking still photos. And then of course this funny video is the GoPro on my head strap. Camera's ready, pilot's ready. Now here comes Soren for his pre-run. So this video is obviously a handheld video with the DSLR, and there you can see the gimbal set up for the stationary shot. So of course we all like to think we're great at holding the camera steady, especially shooting a freehand video like this. But there is no replacement for a standing tripod. So here's the freehand shot, and then I'll have the tripod next.
That was incredible. I don't know what all things I have going here. I've got the GoPro going. I've got my camera going. So our friend Soren just took off in his 44 Stinson Gullwing. Standing on the runway, that sound is amazing. Soren, I know you're gonna see this video. That was really amazing. Wow, what a noise. So he's gonna do a little cruise around here. I'll get some scenes for Soren in his plane. And we're gonna have to do a massive post edit on this to see from all the different cameras what kind of video we've got and what kind of cameras, photos. I can't even speak, I'm so excited. Amazing. And did I say welcome to the Supra? Welcome to the 21 Supra.
And now here's the finished edit of the takeoff that was used in the video. Sports cars enthusiasts know the ultimate drive comes in a front engine rear wheel drive. The 2021 GR Supra raises the level of factory power and performance to new levels, paying tribute to the Supras of the past and Toyota's racing heritage. And now here's the landing that wasn't in the video. And you can't tell from this angle, but the wing literally goes over the car. Check out this other angle. And just for fun, here's the takeoff sequence.
Pretty sick. Just stood on the runway during that takeoff and landing. Amazing, what a machine. There's Soren down the end of the runway. I hope that can focus. Got a lot of cool shots. That's some pretty cool stuff.
Now when I'm on location, especially a location like this where time and availability is sensitive, I took the time while Soren was going to gas up the plane after the flight to do some long lens shots from the runway, and then came back and did this short sequence for the video with details and some sunlight. I got some great shots outside here too with this reflection. And in the back, plenty of room for luggage for two. So pack your bags and get ready for your first road trip in the all-new 2021 GR Supra. And here comes Soren, bringing the airplane back to the hangar. Amazing to think this is 76 years old. And that's a wrap from the High River Airport.
Acceleration is pretty sick. Acceleration is pretty amazing. The lane departure, you can see a signal here, I don't know if you can see that. It's quite aggressive. If you get close to the center line, it actually will kick you over. The suspension as you hit the power definitely stiffens up as it's got pressure on it. Way better than the last BMW I drove, which is funny because there's so much BMW in this car. But man, it's a lot of fun. One funny thing though is I'm learning as I'm like looking for stuff and trying to figure out how to shift gears and try not to put it in neutral. I can't find the opening for the hatch other than the key for the back, but it's decidedly not Toyota. As a driver, you know, instinctively you get in a Toyota and you know how everything works. That is 100% not the case with this car. You've got to figure everything out. But man, having driven, you know, a bunch of Mercedes, C43 is probably the closest thing to this. This with the rear wheel drive and the amount of power on the under your foot, I would take this all day long over a C43. I'm just gonna pull up here and see if I can get a couple pictures with this cool stop sign.
So one of the great things about working with High River Toyota the last few months is getting out here, golden sun, early morning, golden fields in the background, and look at this light. With the sun coming in so low on these fall days, this golden hour lasts till about noon, and with all this open space, great vistas, mountains in the backdrops, amazing.
What a day, what a day. So huge thanks to my friend Soren, my new friend Soren. Got to go out at the hangar and out on the runway, so I probably shouldn't promote that too much, eh Soren? Pretty amazing, closest I've ever been to a plane taking off. And this car does not disappoint. And I know I only have a short time today, obviously this is not my car, but would I do that? Would I do that for the price? I love it. Surprising. You know, I do of course miss a manual and having an actual handbrake because I drive like a hoonigan, but what a car. Super responsive. It definitely adjusts with speed, which is one of the things I miss about having such an analog car like my car. It is what it is all the time. Where this car, when you really punch it, you can feel it settle in. And when you're not moving quick, it's such a smooth ride compared to my bumpy all the time race setup. So crazy. And I know this video has been a little all over the map, and you know, a lot happening today because I'm working, but Toyota certainly won't mind the press because this car is actually for sale. And this matte wrap looks pretty cool. These are the stock wheels, but I'm pretty sure they're going to powder coat them in a bronze color. Or, you know, I would just do my own wheels if I was going to change it up. Amazing, so much fun. So huge thank you to Soren, and of course to our friends at High River Toyota. None of this is possible without them. They let me drive all their cool cars, and I can't wait to go for another drive. I'll plug in some more of my my head cam GoPro. I'm totally using my hands to drive, don't worry. Going hands-free cameras when I'm doing this. And it's got some fun. I got to get this back. I can't put miles on it obviously because it's for sale, but I'm about, I don't know, not even 5 kilometers down the road. Let's go one more cruise and go check it out. And then if you want actual details, if you're looking to pick up a Supra, I'll have the actual specs and all the good stuff on High River Toyota on their YouTube channel. All right, I gotta get out of here before this dog comes after me. Country living. Probably put my seatbelt on. GoPro life. Immediately when I took off, the GoPro fell off the car. Oops. So thanks again for watching, everybody. This has been a long video, but a little different than what I usually do. So I'll probably post a couple of different versions of this edit, one on my car channel, Streets and Peaks, and another one on my photo channel, High Brooks Photography. So leave your comments. I would love some feedback. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, what you'd see less of, and we'll go from there. See you all again soon. Cheers.